Hello everybody, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. In this video we are going to take Medli along with us as we start the Earth Temple. A few things to note: you can fly with her, which is awesome. You can let go, or you can wait for her to stop naturally because she gets tired usually, and I bonked her head. You can lift her up, and you have to lift her up to bring her through doors. She will not walk through doors on her own. You can drop her, you can throw her, you can do whatever, and you can also call her, and she'll follow you. Because if you pick her up and you put her down, she's going to stay exactly where she is. You notice she's not following me. So you can use that as well if you don't feel like carrying her. But for the most part, it's a lot easier to just carry her. Just makes things a whole lot easier. This dungeon is also pretty long. I'm fairly certain that this dungeon and the next one that we're going to be going to are the two longest dungeons in the entire game. So I might be here for a few videos, and it might take me a few days to get the parts uploaded. The command melody, am I doing it wrong? Yeah, other way. The command melody, I'll show you what that does. We can take control of Medli with using the command melody, granted that we're nearby, and you need to do this in order to solve a lot of the puzzles in this dungeon. I find it kind of annoying. It's basically the equivalent of the boots switching in the water temple, you know, like iron boots on, iron boots off. It's kind of like that. So I'm going to try my best to cut all of the command melody parts out, because you do play it a lot, and there's just no use in having to watch it, so I think that's about all I have to say. So as you can see, we're just getting started. We gotta get those two on the switches to make it move. It's definitely a lot of teamwork in this dungeon, but like I said before, I actually really like it. I think it was like, I mean, maybe not new feature of Zelda, but I think it's a great thing that they added in. I thought it was really cool. It just makes the stuff a little bit more challenging, and you bring back some old songs you haven't used in a while and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. Now, these black shoes can only be destroyed using light, so don't even try to attack them because you'll just be wasting your time. The red one, thank you. So what you can do with Medli is her harp is also a shield, so I'm going to play the command melody. And if you place Medli in a block of light, you'll see that her harp is going off, and you can press A to aim. So we're going to aim it at that treasure chest first, because that solidifies when we point light at it, and then we're going to go ahead, turn all those choose to stone, and then what you can do to destroy these guys is use your skull hammer. To my knowledge, this is the only way to destroy these guys, is to first of all get them to solidify and then crush them. And you need to do that to move on. So, again, teamwork. Let's grab this. I'm assuming it's the dungeon map, because it's in the first room of the dungeon. Yep, it's the dungeon map. I think this area is short. It's only like 3 floors, but just because of all the teamwork you have to do with Medli and stuff like that, it takes a really long time. So be patient and work through the puzzles as you go along. We'll blow that pot up just in case we need that shortcut. These flags up here, I guess I didn't mention this either. You'll see all these flags up here. You can use your fire arrows to burn them, and behind them you'll see like little secret compartments. And behind these compartments you can see there's a joy pendant. There's usually joy pendants behind them. There's also, I think, rupees and stuff like that. This is a really good dungeon to actually collect a lot of rupees, which is really cool. But I wouldn't like use your ice arrows or your fire arrows extensively for MP. You can also shine your light on these statues, but they don't really have anything behind them, so I'm not going to bother. But just keep that in mind, because you'll be seeing a lot of flags and statues and stuff along the way. Creepy smiling sun? Not creepy at all. Okay, so if you go in here, Link can't use any items, which sucks. And so we're going to have to play the command melody again. And make sure you aim this really, really well. Doesn't work if you're not aiming it correctly. See, you have to clear all of that smog. I don't know why, I have a really hard time with this. But you want to get it so Link is able to walk through here safely. Because he needs to pound that switch, so hopefully that works. Okay, that should be fine. I don't know why, but the gas is so finicky. Like, if it comes anywhere near you, it hits you just like that. So I'm really glad I got that in. I almost didn't. Let's move. Keep on moving. My throat has something stuck in it. I don't know why. I think it's because I just ate. That could be it. That's what I'm thinking. But anyways, that's really not important. I don't even know why I brought that up. There's not a lot to say in this dungeon, though. There's obviously just a lot of puzzles. The layout is very dark. It's really strange because it's like an earth temple, but it's very, very dark. It has a shadow temple feel, not only for the music, but for like the darkness of it, as well as the enemies. It seems like the instrument I'm carrying can reflect light. This can help, I think. Instruct me where to reflect light and press A to face my instrument in that direction. See, I don't know why she's giving me hints, because it's not like I'm stuck, but if you're stuck in a room for a long time, she'll usually give you a hint. She's here to, like, nicely insult your intelligence. Anywho, let's get that chest, because I think this is a key, and we need to grab this before moving on. So let's grab that. And there's another door over there, but we're not going to bother going in there yet, because we actually need the dungeon's item to get into that door, so don't waste your time with it now. We'll come back. It's a really easy room to get back to. It's not a big deal. And the enemies in here, one of them is the Floor Master, and that really scared me. I didn't think he could actually get you when you're in light, but apparently he can. Anyway, I'm just gonna kill him. He takes actually quite a few swings to kill, which is really annoying. But yeah, there's Floor Masters in this dungeon. There's also Redeads, which I just cringed at the thought of Redeads being in here. Just all sorts of really creepy enemies, and the Floor Masters are annoying because they'll take Medli from you, and if you don't rescue her in time, what they'll do is they'll actually take her through the floor and bring her to a central room, and then you have to come and you have to find her, which is annoying because you have to backtrack to find her because, like I said, a majority of these places you need her to get through the puzzles. So as soon as they snatch Medli, make it your top priority to get her back from them. I try to walk around them, but they are really, really fast. I don't know why. Okay, so, let go Medli. As you can see, there's a thing of light coming out of there. Good indication. Let's do that. And make sure you have a nice thing of light coming out here. Now, if Medli gets hurt, it's not really a big deal. You just don't want her to get snatched away. She doesn't have, like, HP or anything, and if she gets hurt, she'll just kind of cry a little bit. Or, like, I should say cringe. She'll cringe because it probably hurts, but it's not going to do anything crazy. Okay, let's lift you onto this switch. You need to be able to get 2 of these guys on the switch. And you gotta be quick about it because they don't stay solid forever. So that's why that light is here on the perfect spot. No! Get back here. I think they'll stay solid if you keep them in the light, but if you're not keeping them in the light and they hop off, then they don't stay there. Oh yeah, see, like that guy, he got back up. Anyways, let's make that shortcut so we can get back there if we need to. And continue onwards. My commentary feels very scattered today. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I don't know, I just don't feel on top of my game, I guess. I don't know, like, I really wanted to record because it had been a few days. And I just got back from, like, a really long day at work. So I was like, oh, you know, I might as well record the Earth Temple before I go to bed. But I don't know, my commentary is just not feeling good today. Hopefully that's not the case and I'm not, like, extremely boring right now. But like I said, really not a whole lot to say. It's, I don't know. I like the temple. It's not like I dislike it. There's just not really much to say about it. Alright, Medli. Man, I wish I could reflect light, because this would just go by so much faster if I could. But I can't, so we gotta play the command melody again. I didn't move this block because you can't. You have to be able to get this stone statue off first. Because I guess it's too heavy for Link to move. Although he has his power bracelet, so you think he would be able to, but whatever. Anytime you see that little yellow symbol, you can pretty much shine light on it. On the walls, they're on those stone statues that we've seen and everything like that. So it's a pretty good indication. It's just like a big hint that jumps out at you that this wall is obviously not normal. Just one of those things. It's kind of like in the Shadow Temple where even if you didn't have the Lens of Truth, you could kind of find your way around because the pieces that didn't have, or yeah, the pieces that were like invisible, you could walk through the walls, the skulls would glow red. Like their eyes would glow red. So you could tell. Just one of those little subtle things that the game puts in that's actually pretty easy to catch on if you're observant enough. We're gonna get our compass here, so we don't want to move on before grabbing that. So make sure that you move that stone statue first, so you can get that to show up. And I think we can just throw her. I don't want to throw her into the wall. I'd feel bad. There she goes. She just barely makes it. She's such a small bird, but yet she can carry our body weight. I almost feel bad for her. That would be so heavy. Don't you think, like, just this little bird? It's kind of like in Pokemon too, like when you teach like Pidgey It's kind of like, how could you teach Pidgey? Pidgey's tiny. Anywho, King of Red Lions is going to tell us that once we have the compass, we can leave Medli anywhere in the temple, and the compass will tell us where she is. So, let's see, she's that big purple dot on our map, and also on our mini-map. So if you ever lose her, say the Floor Master swallows her up and you have no idea where she is, just look at the map and you'll see where they take her. Mind you that they take her to the same place every time, so get away. This is a new enemy we're gonna find, and hopefully he doesn't possess me. These ghosts can possess you, which I gotta say is probably one of the most annoying things in the world. And you can't destroy them without light, so you're gonna have to just kind of ignore them for the time being. Because if they get inside Link's body and control him, they reverse your controls. And why won't... You know what? I'm just gonna burn you. Screw you. Thank you. Wanted to get them out of the way first. Yeah, this is really annoying. Like, having to use Medli's harp is just the most annoying thing. Alright, so let's command her again. And I think she can fly up here. And I also forgot to mention that if Medli gets hit while you're controlling her, you have to go right back to Link automatically. So it's just best to fly over those ghosts because they're really annoying. And if she gets hit, you're just gonna have to do it all over again. So it's really only necessary to destroy one of those statues. Just go ahead and do that. And what you can do to advance on in this room is you can use your light to get rid of these ghosts. Now, I want to get both of them at once, but after a while they will actually go back to being ghosts. But they're easy to kill, so I'm going to try to get them both at once. They take 2 hits. Excuse me. Thank you. 2 hits with your sword will kill them. It's just getting the light on them that's the trick. And I'm actually going to leave Medli right where she is, because I don't think we need her for either of the rooms that we're going to be going into, so she can stay up there. She's pretty safe. Nothing can get her. Yeah, and like I said, as soon as you get the compass, don't be afraid to leave Medli behind. Like, if you've played before and you know you don't need her, there's not really any sense in bringing her along, to be completely honest, because she's not going to do anything. And I will never learn to not roll upstairs. It feels so weird that he can't roll upstairs and he always hits his head. It's just kind of silly. Anywho, once we hop down here, we have to defeat a plethora of enemies, so get ready for that. So you get the key, which is what you came for, but you can't actually get out of here without the ladder. Now, did that just glitch? Because Link isn't holding it up like an item. He's just... I don't know, maybe that coffin, he's just enthused with that coffin. Anywho, we run into the Re-Dead, and I don't think anything you do really hurts these guys. You can burn them, but that's not going to do anything. They're still going to attack you and be incredibly annoying. Now, I gotta say, Ocarina of Time's Re-Dead is way creepier, but I think their screaming noise is a little creepier, because it sounds almost like demonic. You know, like demonic and shrill, whereas the other one was just kind of trying to be like really scary. Ocarina of Time definitely gets animation scary, but this game definitely gets like screeching scary. So just take care of them. There's 3 of them in total. You have to defeat all of them, or else you're not allowed to leave. Die! You're not going to eat me. Thank you. Ah, so we can get out of here. Finally. And then we can go and use our small key on that door that is in front of us. But that's going to have to wait to the next video. Thank you all so much for watching part 1 of the Earth Temple, and I hope that I will see you all next time.